I never thought to be motivational speaker first thing, but sometimes your life teaches you a lot of things, and life challenges me, and I face that challenges. I overcome that challenges. So your mindset for learning new things is very important. Passion, obviously, passion drives you, and if you are really want to learn or if you want to enter in the career, you can enter to IT sector.
Hello friends, welcome to MITCON Skill Pod. Today we have an eminent personality with us, Mr. Ritesh Nehete sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello sir. He is having actually 21 years of IT industry experience. Also, he is a very good motivational speaker and blogger, if I'm not wrong, sir, right?
Yeah, correct.
So, sir, can you enlighten your experience in IT industry and all the other industry that what right now you're working?
Yeah, so actually I will like to share my experience first how I transformed from electrical engineer to IT.
Right.
So I done my graduation in electrical engineering. So first 2 years I work as a project engineer electrical. Okay. So that time IT was booming. It was picking the pace of the market. And some management person who observed me closely, they said, "Hey, why you are not trying for IT industry?" And it was the trigger point for me actually. So then I decided now I move to IT industry. So that time CMS Computer was the famous institute. So I took admission to CMS Computer for a diploma in hardware and networking for 1 year course. And that was the turning point actually. And before completing that course, I started to search out job, and I got my first company as a IBM hardware support engineer. And that was my journey started like nothing knowing to the IT industry, and just I started as IBM hardware support engineer.
Okay.
So I was like customer support engineer, and I spent around 2 years in that organization. And then later on I move on like data center owner, then messaging expert, so messaging L1, L2, L3 level. Then after I moved to the process area, that is we called as a IT service management. So even I was not ITL Foundation certified also that time when I started as a process consultant, but within 1 year I was able to do ITL expert certification level, right from foundation to expert.
Okay.
So I played different roles like process consultant, pre-sale solution architect, service delivery manager, IT governance head, the cloud service management ops lead. Then I started again new role with cross-function services lead in hybrid cloud, then later engagement owner, process and compliance, and right now I am doing as a zonal lead, cloud infrastructure and operations. So my except development, almost I work in all areas of the IT infrastructure, or what you can say cloud related technologies.
Right. So basically you are right now belongs to the cloud computing technologies and all.
Yeah.
So working in the IT industry and become a motivational speaker. So this is also very interesting journey, right? And you are also blogger of the same.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about that also? And
yeah, so I never thought to be motivational speaker first thing, but sometimes what happens now, your life teaches you a lot of things. And life challenges me, and I face that challenges. I overcome that challenges, and that made me motivational speaker as well.
Okay.
Because when you are presenting something on PPT, but actually when you are gone through that lifetime experiences, that matters. And it was the trigger point that even when I transform myself from electrical to IT, during that transformation also I was trainer. So that time IBM Lotus Domino was in very peak in market actually, and the companies were not getting easily the resources. So that time I set up my own lab at my home in Thane. 1 bedroom was like complete lab, and I trained many candidates that time. So some freshers, some working engineers. So actually indirectly, you can say directly, indirectly, like trainer or mentor journey started from there, and later that with life experiences come to the motivational speaker as well.
That's great. Sir, basically you have completed your electrical engineering.
Yeah.
And now you are in IT industry. So the training is the most important key point.
Correct.
That you have to be take.
Correct.
Someone should guide you, someone should train you, someone like obviously, as you know, that MITCON is also providing a training to skill up to the students, basically in IT industries also, basically for data science, cybersecurity, Java, full stacks, digital marketing also. So can you relate that the training is the most important part, or can you just explain us how the training is the most important part to choose your career or to go towards your goal?
Correct. So training, yes, of course, it's one of the important aspect in which area actually
Right.
you want to make your career. So like for example, all of us will be aware that IT is totally skill based.
Yes.
So if you have a skill, then you can enter to IT industry. So definitely the way MITCON is doing, you have some customized courses also particular to that technology. So for example, some non-IT person wants to enter IT or some another branch. I'm not saying computer graduate or some IT graduate, other graduate, engineering graduate.
With the same, obviously, that what you say right now, just while explaining, I also wanted to add one question, that trend against your qualification.
Correct.
Once I have completed my pharmacy, I have completed my electrical, mechanical, civil, my qualification.
Correct.
Against the trend is what the IT is a trend now.
Correct.
So everybody just wanted to shift from their industry to IT industry.
IT industry.
Majorly also from teaching industry also.
Correct,
from
correct.
colleges, educational towards that IT industry also. So please explain how the students or that particular person need to be think about the training and the technology, what he need to be learn.
Yeah.
Is that the case that technologies, he wanted to learn the technology, it depends on their qualifications, or if I am the mechanical industrial person, then I should learn only testing part, not to the development part, like that trend against the qualification? What you can say about
No,
this?
I don't think so. You are not limited to your qualification, whatever qualification you are carrying. So I learned one important thing from my mentor. So when I was in engineering, so my project guide was the chairman and managing director of the company. My project was sponsored.
Okay.
And he teach or he mentor us one thing, that your branch doesn't matter. You are engineer. So when you are saying you are engineer, you are logical person. So you can easily put your logic to apply or learn new things. So when I am talking some another people other than IT, so your mindset for learning new things is very important. Passion, obviously, passion drives you. And if you are really want to learn or if you want to enter in the career, you can enter to IT sector. But again, specific to, I will suggest that, for example, someone is M.Pharm from pharma background and he want to enter in IT industry. So domain contextual knowledge is also very important.
Right.
So most of the people misunderstanding is that IT company does only programming, but it is not true.
Okay.
Within IT industry, there are different sectors, different business units like life science, pharmaceutical, finance, retail, airlines. So respective domain contextual knowledge plays very important role.
Okay.
So for example, if some pharma person is looking to make his career in IT, definitely he have put a lot of tremendous effort to learn B.Pharm or M.Pharm.
Right.
So his contextual knowledge can be useful in IT industry, where some pharma company are looking for digital transformation. They are looking to transform their technology in that area. So in this way, this knowledge is useful there.
Okay. So basically, how a fresher can start thinking about their IT career?
Yeah.
That is what the most important question, right?
So fresher mean in terms you are saying all freshers. It's not related
Not
to
related
engineering or
any background.
Yeah. So first thing, when any fresher wants to enter in IT career, so he needs to decide his own strategy first, whether he is going for only programming side or non-programming side. So actually, what most of the people think that there is only career in programming, but it is absolutely wrong.
And that's trend, developer earns more money like
But not every developer, right? So if you look to the industry, one side there is a crunch of the resources.
Okay.
Industry is saying that we are not getting right people. Another side, people are saying there are no jobs.
Okay.
So this is nothing but this is the gaps between the requirement of the industry and what exactly academics or training institute somewhere they are like lagging somewhere, and if that gaps fill properly, then definitely it will be win-win situation for both industry as well as academics and training institutes.
Okay. So training is the most important point.
Yes.
So you can say after pass out, training institute, choosing a training institute also the most important point. Okay. So they can start their career by counseling themselves to someone who knows about that.
Yes. So mentoring or coach is very important in each area.
Okay.
So it is not like that, okay, my friend learned data science, so that's why I should go for data science. So it is not like that. So first, understanding yourself also is also important. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Right.
So it is not necessary even that you are fit everywhere. The person who is not fit at one place, but he can definitely fit at another place.
Right.
So on the base of that, you need to understand your own strength area. On the base of that, you should select in which area of IT you need to enter.
Right.
So that is the important
Counseling is
criteria.
most important.
Yeah.
Really,
So I can share my example.
Yes, okay.
So from engineering life, I'm very duffer in maths, frankly
Okay.
speaking. I don't like maths. And so where maths or formula will come, I hate that.
Okay.
And obviously then when it comes to maths and programming logic also, because programming logics require sometimes your mathematical understanding.
Right.
So I was very clear that I don't like maths, but still I want to make my career in IT.
Right.
So I choose another path, which comes related to infrastructure.
Okay.
Then infrastructure, next it comes to VMware, virtualization, then now it's cloud. We are saying cloud computing. So and long journey happens from the 2004 to 2025, and still I am surviving in IT field without maths or without programming. So that's why knowing your strength is very important.
So finally, we conclude like counseling and training is the most important part.
Yes, counseling, mentoring, and right selection of your training institute, and even right skill set in which you want to make your career.
Correct. So I can proudly say that MITCON is always counseling to the students related to what they need to be choose.
Yeah.
Really, we're really working hard to understand the students what he has done previously, whether he has a gap, whether he is from another department, or you can say the qualifications, and then we try to counsel them and try to understand their perspective related with their own future. They should be obviously clear about that. So apart from this, okay, when you come to the IT industry, now up to this, how to come to the IT industry, that will be the fine. So you need to be a counselor, a good trainer you should have, and once you have, you need to really work hard to get the knowledge. So once you enter into the IT industry, is it the case like if you are entering for a cloud, for example, so you should have the knowledge of everything like data science, AIML, cybersecurity. Is it the case like that?
Not at all. So first thing, when you are thinking for the making career in cloud computing, so generally what happens in my observations, so I am taking lot of session in various engineering colleges, diploma colleges, even technological colleges. Until now, I have interacted or mentored more than 7,600 students across India. So I came to know most of the colleges or institutes thinks that there is career only Java, Python and programming. And most of the institute focus on programming, but it is not true. So when you really are looking to make your career in cloud computing, so there is another aspect of career as well, and there are huge opportunities in cloud computing. So like the candidate should basically know what is the hardware, what is the networking, what is the storage, what is the backup, what is the security, say basic concepts. In most of the curriculums, there are the basic networking, IP addresses, the types of IP addresses. So this kind of basic knowledge they should have. And if they don't have, at least now the social media is easily available for all candidates, and they can go for 10-12 minutes video looking for each technology and focusing on these basics are very important.
Right. So with this also, though MITCON is not providing any course right now in the networking part, but still on the social media channels, Instagram of MITCON, we are trying to prepare and post all these new technology related information. What is the network, IP addresses, what is cloud, cybersecurity systems. Correct. What you need to be think about before you are putting your photos onto social media also, especially for the girls and all. So we are also thinking about the same. Now you just started the topic with the cloud computing, so we'll start with the cloud computing only. Yeah. So generally for non-IT students, they know that saving and videos, photos and information into the computer. Yeah. That is only they know. Okay. So putting the data into the computer and putting the data into the cloud. Okay. What exactly the difference is now?
Yeah. So indirectly you are asking what is cloud computing. Yeah. Right. So this is, and now I will give answer very funny way. Okay. So just a few days back I purchased one t-shirt and it is written on my t-shirt, there is no cloud. You are using someone else's computer. So in short, this is the definition of cloud. So generally cloud is you are utilizing the compute network, these services through internet.
Okay.
So in traditional way, what was happening, industry were building their own data center, purchasing own servers, hardware, software. But now what is cloud computing? That some service provider, cloud service provider is investing huge money. They are building their own data centers.
Okay.
And using that data centers, they are providing services to their clients.
Okay.
So now it is not accountability of the company that they should look to that. The service provider have that accountability to look the services. And they are paying for that.
Okay. So basically, obviously today you have done a great session with our data science and AI/ML data science students related with your cloud information and motivation also. So how the cloud computing is playing a major role in data science, AI/ML, or cybersecurity also.
So when you are saying data, so when data science, AI, ML, everything needs storage.
Right. Storage.
And when you require huge storage, indirectly cloud is coming in picture.
Correct.
And using cloud computing technology, you are getting continuity in your services due to having lot of storage, then scalability, availability, all these parameters. So definitely cloud is growing, because with this technology, cloud is growing, because they will require ample space to store the data. And if you are talking about AI, so what is AI? It is completely dependent on the data provided to AI.
Data should be there.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So data should be there. Like,
yes.
So one more, along with this data science and all these things, how it comes with GIS. GIS generally, what we have one more course here, geographical information system.
Yeah.
So basically for farmers, for you can say that disaster management system, logistics and all, GIS should be an important key player role.
Correct.
So is there is a connection between again the same cloud with the GIS, or GIS students is basically not from IT industry background, but
Correct.
they should have, whether you think that they should have some little knowledge about the cloud also?
So the best example, if you are talking about GIS, so what is GIS? When you are using your Google Map,
right?
So Google Map is showing you that where exactly traffic is there, where exactly there is a smooth traffic or congestion is there.
Geographical.
So indirectly, geographical information it is showing that. And for this kind of things also, data storage is definitely required.
So many of the IT industries also working with the GIS again.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay. So obviously then we need your one more lecture for our GIS student also at a MITCON because they should know about what exactly the data science, at least cloud computing, or little knowledge about the same. So basically, so as per you, the cloud is what exactly the future is now. Maybe
it is not future. It is already took place in market.
Right. So it will be there in the future also.
Yes.
So obviously it get upgraded.
Yes.
So if it is there, then cyber crime also will be there.
Yes. With data came into picture. So always.
So security is important.
There is a technology. Then there are always heroes. There are always villain.
Right. Okay.
So the challenges will be also there. Then cybersecurity will be in place. So it is in place.
Okay. So we can say that if the cloud persons have the future, then cyber also has
definitely.
Then okay. So what are the major challenges the IT industry may face in the future? Because many of that saying that ChatGPT or some AI tools, they will impact on the job opportunities of the IT industry. So can you really think of the same?
It is a partially true. Maybe I will say so. I will share my experience when I switched my career from electrical to IT in 2004.
Right.
So some of my relatives said me that you are taking risk. You was almost getting settled. You was about to get married, and you are switching your career to IT, and there will be no IT after 5 years.
Okay.
So last 20 years I am listening this after every 5 years. So always there is a technology transformation is happening. So only to survive in IT, you need to be continuous learner. You need to be like continuous. You should be like student only.
Okay.
Technology is continuously upgrading. So this is the way of surviving. And talking about the challenges. So with the continuous disruptive technologies, transformation, new technologies are coming, and old technologies are absolutely, they are vanishing from the market. It is happening. It's a part of market. But the only way to survive in market, upskilling.
Right.
So here skills are very important.
Okay.
So if I remember 15 years back or 20 years back, just by having your number of year experience, you are becoming manager and you are just ordering your team members and getting the work done. So it will not now, right from now, because if you are not up to date your market or technology trends or disruptive technology, you will not be no manager.
Okay.
You will not be able to handle your resources. So that's why learning is a vital part, and in this journey training institutes are playing important role by giving the right trainings with the right time or requirement of the market.
Right. So as per you say, ki, instead of fearing to the AI or chat GPT and all these technology, we need to be learn that one.
Correct.
And we need to be learn in such a way that we can utilize these things into our technology.
Correct. It's a way of working will be changed.
Okay.
AI will take place, but when generally what happens in market, when some jobs will be go, but it will create new jobs also.
Okay.
So the new definition of the illiterate person in future will be he is not able to utilize AI in his job profile.
So if it is there, we have to be used like the way.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, as you say that there is a gap between academics and industry. So what you suggest, how it should be get filled?
Yeah, so my suggestion is I can share one experience. Actually, I was invited as a speaker to talk on the topic the industry requirement, academics gaps, and how to fulfill that gaps.
Okay, great.
So when we heard to the even engineering colleges and academics heads from industry side, what challenges we are facing when we are taking interviews of many candidates. So though they completed their education, but they are not able to clear interviews. Even they are not clear on basics level what is written in their resume. So this is absolutely gap between the right skill required for industry. We are not expecting that some expert person directly starting his work and log into server and he is working.
Right.
But at least the basic terminology of the technology or that foundation knowledge is required, and I think that knowledge is missing at many places. Second thing, communication skills. Sometimes what happens when the candidate knows the things but he is not able to communicate effectively what he knows. Representation or maybe right articulation, that is not happening. So I think these are some gaps, and day to day industry academics needs to revise their syllabus.
Okay.
So as I am on board of study member of one of the colleges, so every year when it is a autonomous institute, so when they are starting for new year, so they are inviting us, and on the base of the transformation or continuous technology evolvement, so we are transforming their syllabus also.
Okay.
So already some colleges started to work on this area, so they are inviting industry experts, what industry is looking, and they are filling to the gap between the industry requirement and whatever the gaps in industry. So this way, on the working on the skills of the candidate, this can be mitigated.
So as you said that you included or get it invited by some of the colleges and all for the syllabus setting and all. So what you say about how the training should be there or what syllabus should be there?
Yeah, so I can share experience that I was invited as a speaker for Industry Academia Meet. So the topic was the industry requirement and gaps in academics. So one side industry is shouting that they are not getting the right skill people. Another side the academics or colleges are saying, or overall people are saying there are no jobs in market. So this is not absolutely true. This is completely gap between the requirement and actually the gaps in academics and industry requirement.
Okay.
So that to fill this gap, so what exactly industry required, right skills, that is important. So I can take example MITCON.
Okay.
So you have added lot of courses in your curriculum. So your complete courses are based on the practical approach.
Right.
So even today morning when I visited with Ganesh Jadwar sir, so he told me about the electric vehicle section.
Yeah.
So actually you are training candidates how electrical vehicle works, how troubleshooting will happen.
Okay.
So this is the real practical base, or you can say skill base.
Okay.
So same type of approaches, like you have different courses that some people are coming for Microsoft PowerPoint presentation or some Excel in deep, Microsoft Excel knowledges.
Right.
So this type of skill base, not only having graduation or degree, but right skill approach is required, whatever MITCON doing right now.
Okay. Yes. So finally, what you can advise to the fresher students or those who really wanted to come to the IT industry?
Yeah. So my advice is that first thing, the skills are very important. First 2 years are very important learning point of view.
Okay.
Not looking to the what package you are getting.
Right.
you spend your first 2 years to make your foundation more stronger in technology. So and what is happening due to social media, there are a lot of technologies and candidates are confused whether I should go for data science, whether I should go for cloud, whether I should go. But initially I said, you know yourself first.
Right.
What is your strength? On the basis of that, some experiences, select the right mentor, talk with your mentor or some experienced person. They will give you some direction. On the basis of that, you select the courses. And again, your graduation, whatever graduation you have done, it is just get passed to industry. But to really survive in industry, you need to be upgraded time to time. You need to select the skills. Skills are going very important.
So basically this is what basic information, if you wanted to start from your background to IT industry.
Correct.
You need to be launch yourself in IT industry.
Correct.
What we can say that like. So it is really great interacting with you, sir. Obviously you will come here again for our GIS students also. So we'll really like to interact you for specifically for a cloud infrastructure and architecture and operational system. So we definitely will go with the another skill pod in the future, in coming future, related with the cloud and infra. Very nice to meet you, sir, and nice to hear about that.
Thank you.